Yeah. Here. Yep. All right, it's showtime. So thanks everyone. MacBean Scottish Fitness here. And yes, it is correct. I am doing a light leg workout today and probably do some shoulders too, just because I utilize the same one. So first of all, I want to thank everybody that got involved in the little contest to guess how far I threw at the Senior Olympics. The winning guess was a hill with 129 feet. I ended up, he was the closest, she was the closest, not sure. I ended up throwing 122 feet, 8 inches, which I'm happy with. That worked out really well for me. So I do qualify for nationals, which runs between July 7th and July 18th. And then I have to find out where or what day my track meet is. I think I'm going to do a warm-up one in, I think there's one in, where was I looking at? Missouri or Michigan. I'll have to double check. But there's one in one of the neighboring states that was going on in June. And I'll probably do that one just because that'll be good, warm up and get back into it. Now I will have to do discus only because you have to qualify in I guess an even number year to go to the odd year nationals. But the one I do in June, and I may do some other ones. I'm gonna try to do any ones in the neighboring states that are before then to get a lot of practice in. So right now, I'm gonna do some light squats, and then probably keep the same weight on the bar and do some shoulders. Not gonna do a ton of sets because I do not want to sit there. I will on the shoulders, but not on the legs. I don't want to tear my legs up. Thanks for joining in. Please hit the thumbs up. Help that algorithm. Let me know that you like the content. We'll try to do at least 3 live streams at the gym a week now. I'm going to change up my work schedule where I am going to be working the overtime on Sundays only. And I'm just going to do the 8-hour days during the week. That may change as winter comes along and there's less things to do outside, but as long as there's still a lot of activities and the weather's still good, I want to try to get some more of my outdoor things. Possibly after this walk. If not today, probably tomorrow for sure, because we're supposed to have a real dip in the temperature. And I'll start going back on the walks where you get to hear a little bit more about what I'm thinking. So right now, just got 95 pounds on the bar. I'm going to do a couple reps to warm up, and then I'll take a break, and then I'll be right back at it again. Pretty much I'm just looking for make sure I've got proper depth. And how do I check that? I record it. Then later on I watch it and make sure I got down deep enough. Speaking of, put that in there. So nice warm up set at 5. And I'm just trying to make sure I get down deep enough to make it worthwhile. Give me a moment. I will be right back. righty. Good morning.
Morning.
All righty, I'm back. I'm live streaming.
Oh,
So
okay.
just so you know, hey, Randy. Good morning. How we doing? So I think we're supposed to be getting a possibility of storms tonight. I think it's going to be because our temperature is going to dive down. It was 95 yesterday. And I think it's going to be 65 tomorrow. So that usually generates some pretty strong storms. What I'm taking right now is I got a mixture of 747 style takeoff. This is a pre-workout. Got some caffeine in it, but not too much, so it doesn't get my heart racing 240. Some creatine, arginine, and other aminos. And then for my joints, I take this product. These all come from Apex Nutrition. It's got 7 items in here, including shark cartilage to help my joints, support my joints. And then, of course, always take my arginine for blood vessel and heart support. So those are the ones I do. Where do you get them? You can get them at Apex Nutrition. You can do this online also. MacBean 15 gets you a 15% discount. One of the other older gentlemen was in here. He does balancing, which I'm gonna start doing too. So he kind of sits on that and balances, which gets on here, and then it's harder than it looks. Basically, helps improve your balance. I got to work on that because on my spin, there's a lot of that going on. So light leg day and shoulder. So I got 95, which I did a warm-up set. I'm gonna sneak a set of shoulders in there also. So it's a weight I can do both with. £95. Then I'm going to kind of use that as a demonstration. So in the powerlifting world, one of the federations, IPF, has decided to change the rules. And I think what they were doing is reacting to people who do an extreme arch. So doing an arch on a bench is not bad, nor is it cheating. If you can arch, arch. I can't. That's the only reason I'm a flat bencher. But it got to the point where people are doing such arch. To me, this is not your butt. This is your butt. A lot of them, they're only touching here, and they're trying to say it's a lift. And you get where their range of motion is not very well. So now they make it where you have to drop your shoulder, your elbows have to come below your shoulders, where someone with an arch might only be here. The range of motion, that means where I may have a good 24-inch range of motion on my bench. If I had the ability to arch like some of these people, I could literally cut it in half. Obviously, cutting it in half, you know, I don't know. If it's accepted, you don't get red lighted, it's a lift. But some of the stuff you've seen is kind of ridiculous. Good morning, Fat Man. And good morning, Christopher. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. So light legs day. I haven't done them for a while. I don't want to have a hard time walking to get to work or trying to get upstairs tonight when I come home. So yeah, it's going to be mostly shoulders, and I tried that when you were gone. That's a trick.
Yeah, I started with it the other way.
Did you?
And then it's a lot easier. But
Yeah.
this is, there's some days I can get on this and just stand there. The last week or so, I'm just struggling.
I had my foot going all over.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I could always feel it in here.
Well, I'm gonna start doing it because I did the Senior Olympics Sunday for discus, and I think that would help me with my balance on my spin.
Oh yeah, because there's got to be a lot of timing in there.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, like
I took the gold, so I
Oh,
felt
there
really good. I'm 61.
oh, you're just a baby.
I know.
I'm 79.
I know. That's why I like
Don't
to say.
start crying yet.
I like. Oh, I'm not. I won.
Yeah, that's off to you.
I go to nationals next year, so I got to put a lot of work in. Because as good as the spin is, it's got so much more that needs to be improved. Yeah, if you can't walk me, you train legs correctly. Yes and no. If it's to the point where I won't do them for another 2 weeks because I'm in such pain, Chris. So slow and steady wins the race. So I'll do just a couple sets on the squats, get everything back going. And then every session I will add reps, and then I will start adding weights. I had a nice breakfast. Now I'm getting sleepy. So breakfast, generally, why I still have them, is a potato or two from the garden, green pepper or two from the garden, bacon, and then a couple eggs from the neighbor down the road. And that's generally my breakfast. When I first get up, I am drinking a weight gaining shake because I was wanting to get some weight back, and I'm starting to get close to the 240 pound where I want to be. I want to be about 245. I think I'm much stronger at 245 than I'm at 235. So that's what I'm working on. If you caught my videos yesterday, I was having a little fun. Had my tablet playing Hammer Time while I was doing hammers. So I had fun with that, and I got a good workout from it too. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. I thought it would go more viral than it did, but I think one's got about 800 views. So once again, we're going to look at not so much worried about the weight, but the depth. Am I getting deep enough? The biggest problem for me is trying to get underneath the bar and get it in the right spot. There we go. How low can you go? All right, no better than those. So, not a lot of weight at this time. Oh, biscuits and gravy. Oh, over eggs and bacon. You're killing me. That's like my most favorite. It's like, oh my goodness. I firm up those glutes. When my buddy and I were in the Army, we used to go to this one mess hall. And it'd be grits, eggs, hash browns. And then we'd cover the whole thing with, a couple of sausage links and then sausage gravy all over it. We'd have a big heap of that, and that would be breakfast. Well, we'd going back after a 3 to 5 mile run, we would just devour it. It was really good.
When you get started, try it this way someday.
It almost seems like that would be harder.
It is. It looks like it would be, okay. But this is how I started.
Yeah.
So,
here, let me try it.
Yeah, give it a shot sometime.
Go ahead. I'll try it right now.
Oh, okay.
So, got the young man here. 70 what?
9.
Well, so you're
right in the center.
You're competing right with Bob. Whoa. Yeah, you.
I find a focal point for my eyes.
That probably would help.
Yeah.
One leg might be better.
You gotta get centered on it.
Yeah, that actually helps a little bit.
Yeah.
Harder than it looks. People are going, oh, Dad, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy until you start doing it. But yeah, biscuits and gravy is my favorite breakfast. I ended up having to move up a weight class because of that. I was getting ready to go to Peoria for a meet and had to weigh in. And I come downstairs and Mama had made biscuits and gravy. Yeah. Well, there went my chance of making 242, so I competed at 275. And the 3 people in the 275-pound class were not happy to see me moving up. And I felt bad, but poor old Gary, he was so trying to get a gold, and I moved up there and took it from him. Yep, had to get on balance. Log, yep. Yeah, I figured that was log. That's how I read it anyway. Hey, thanks for joining in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Look forward to more live streams, probably Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I think I'm going to do them. And then Tuesday and Thursday, we'll probably be throwing outside or doing something fun with the weights I have outside. And then I think I'm going to start to do some more. When I was 10, I could practice on it. There you go. Oh, when we were younger. So my next set of shoulders, I'm going to kind of demonstrate what they meant by the new rule where shoulders got to come below, the elbows got to come below the shoulders. I'm not laying on my back, but it just kind of demonstrate the thought behind what they're doing. So I'm just going to do a demonstration here. I'm not hating on anybody. You can arch, that's great. I'm just telling you, here's why the rule was made. And even though this is a military press, we're going to demonstrate why they wanted the shoulders to be, the elbows come below the shoulder. So when I'm doing a standard press, all right, I'm way down here, you got that full range of motion. Now when you arch, well, you're here. And this is basically your range of motion you're doing. See how the elbows do not come below. So they want you to at least get to here. And that's why they're doing it. I don't mind an arch, but if you're cutting that range of motion down to 3 to 5 inches, come on, man. I may get some hate on that. We'll find out. I was on a Facebook group and the guy was demonstrating a really heavy lift. And so people are going, well, you know, that's not going to be a good lift. He goes, well, I don't lift in the IPF. I said, yeah. I said, but the USPA and the UPA will probably follow suit pretty soon. And a lot of those lifts I'm looking at is you're butting on the bench. Your glutes are on the bench. That's not your butt. I mean, you got your hamstrings on it. Your butt's back here. Probably why I'm not a judge, because I know the one I went to in Des Moines, Iowa, they were pretty stringent on it. Same thing with Dubuque. You know, they seen daylight, red light. You know, these guys took half of their lift time forcing themselves into that arch. And they'd be looking down, and they see this a sliver of daylight, done. Which is very easy to do when you're arching like that. One of the reasons I don't arch, because my butt will come off the bench. So this 95 I'm working with on the legs. We'll do one more set of 5, and that'll probably be the end of it. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Hope you appreciate these views. I'm gonna try to do more of them, try to be a little more consistent. Figure they're gonna be starting at 10 o'clock, and they'll run to probably about 10:30 or 11 at the longest. Obviously, when I do my bench workout, it'll tend to last longer. But otherwise, it's been a, oh no, 2 sliced off, pre-frozen. I hope they get them all right. I got a lot of body marks, but none of them are cancerous. Not at this time anyway. my dad had half his ear lopped off. And I know I got a part here that, now this might be because of the safety glasses I'm wearing. I'm hoping that's what it is. But it has a tough time healing. Also, I want to shout out to Jason Sager, who came out and watched me throw on Sunday. Jason, really appreciate you making a trip. It was great to meet you. It's really good to do a one-on-one. The live streams are great, but the one-on-one is really kind of like the next level. Then Jason, you have to get with the wife and get figured out you can do that live stream so you can pop up and be a guest on my channel. Also, shout out to the Angry Prepper. He came in and gave me a little donation. I sent him a t-shirt, which I heard he got the other day. Also, shout out to some of the other channels, Rudy at the Alaska Prepper, Grayman Prepper, KC Little Owl, Man City Prepper, Jennifer Cruz for spiritual guidance. I'll think of them as Ark Wildman Survival. Find out what you can go out in the woods and pick up and eat, or what you can pick up and make a weapon out of. Really like his shows. The Bitter Critter, he's got that little farm there. I like his ones. And of course, Michael at the Beatdown. He's going after some crazy stuff, but Michael, good decision not going after that 355. You need to get a little bit better setup there if you're going to have a spotter, because there's no room for somebody to spot you there. So that was a good decision to kind of, yeah, I did. I watched him this morning too. I want to put a comment on it. Watched one of them. I think he might have had two of them, but I watched the one I think he did last night. There's some others out there I'll come to as Sassy Gal Prepping by Faith. Nutrient Survival is doing their 30-day giveaway. So I think like every late afternoon, it's around 5 o'clock and that, they do a giveaway where they give away their product. So you might want to check them out. On edible weeds, there we go. Somebody offered to send me some seeds. And we shouldn't do that. So, this will be my last set on the squats. And like I said, I'm more concerned about my depth than the number of reps. I'm probably still going to keep it at 5 reps. It's enough weight to sit there and get some blood pumped in there. Next time I'll probably do reps of 7. And then the next time I'll do reps of 10. Then I'll start adding weight. My goal by the end of the year probably be doing about reps with 2.25. Oh, wow. I seen that 4 on my face and I read it a little bit different, but that's okay. And 1 on my leg. Well, I hope they all heal and don't come back. Dang. Well, here goes my last set of squats. Like I said, I haven't done them for a long time, so I'm going light and with low reps. So I can walk and do other exercise the rest of the week and not keep myself from coming back to the gym. Problem is a lot of times when we stay away from the gym for a while, or we've not done an exercise for a long time, we jump right back into it like we thought, hey, this is what I did last time I did this. And then you find out that you're severe pain for the next week. All right. Soreness is good. Pain is not. All right. So that's it in squats, but we'll be jumping up on the shoulder presses. So you can tell I'm recording over there. Feels good. So time to add some weight. So I go up weight slowly. It protects the shoulders or knees or hips. There's no need to sit there and try to go to a super heavy weight right away, unless you're trying to save it for a heavy lift. A lot of times if I'm going to be going for a, Jesus. Gotta have fun. If I'm trying to max, then yeah, I'll warm up, and then it's usually 2 1/4, 315, and then something close to my max, and then go for it. And it was tomato leather. Yeah, I guess there's a trick to all that stuff. I haven't done any dehydrating. I want to make some tomato sauce. Problem is I just don't have time to watch it cook down. So I just end up canning tomatoes. One of these days, I'll have time to get that extra moisture out of there. But I have been canning up flour, rice, and sugar. And then I did buy some big gallon jars, which I put egg noodles in one, and I put elbow macaroni in the other. And those are not necessarily for long term, but it's something you can see and you can grab right away. I like the way the jars were. If I can find some more, maybe at yard sales or whatever, I'll grab them. They got a lot of that stuff that's still in the boxes, and they will actually last longer in glass. That's why I put in glass, and then the other ones I'm putting in with oxygen absorbers. And I put the rice and the flour in the freezer for a week before I did them. So they should be good for 10 years. Not that I'll ever get unused, that one, because come wintertime, I like to make bread. And you go through that really quick. I better top this off. I'll be right back. All right, thanks, right. I'm back. After that, thanks for the thumbs up. If you're just joining, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and say hello. Is where all the live streams that I'm watching. I guess Jason had one on really early this morning, earlier than usual. So I had to watch that one after the fact. And then I was on the premiere for John and Proper Nation. I was watching some of the other ones, Master Power Lift, What's Your Max, some of their videos. And it's good to see a lot of us in our age group are getting out there and really working it and doing videos and letting people know that just because you have a certain number, it doesn't mean you have to stop exercising. You don't have to be doing this, but all exercise is good. You know, going for a walk, chasing squirrels in the house. You're trying to do the early version of Christmas Vacation, I'm thinking, Randy. Kelly, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I tell you, I was really happy about that. I mean, even if I wouldn't have won, as long as I would have placed, I would have been happy. But it really told me that all that hard work I put into it all summer and part of the spring paid off, because had I not put the hard work in, if I had not done the throws 3 days a week, I've not watched all the videos on proper form, not watched my own videos so I can make the corrects on my forms. I would have only been good for about a 90, 100-foot throw, and with that 122.8, considering the conditions, because the pad was still wet, I am really happy with that. And second place was 117, third place was 116, so I had competition. It was really good. I had some close throws. So I was happy about that too. But I feel really good about that. That little medal means a lot to me. Motivate me for me to at least throw twice a week and then do some practice. A lot of times you can practice your spin without having to wait. So, I'll be times where I'll just be doing this slow, just so I know where I'm supposed to do and get that into a muscle memory. But anybody watched one of my last walking ones, I had the camera when I was doing that, which had been a lot of fun to watch. So, 115 on there for a shoulder press, knock that out. And then we'll move up weight. So 115. And the whole idea is this really builds up the shoulders and traps and works some of your triceps. It's a really good all-around exercise program. If you are going to start doing it, I would suggest start with the bar and do 3 sets of 10 and see how you feel the next couple days before you make any adjustments to it. Anytime you're doing something new, light, low reps, low weight, and come at it slowly. Remember, pause it. Oops, I didn't. There's some extra yakking. You probably didn't need to hear. Maybe. But slow and steady wins the race. Be the tortoise, not the hare. Oh, that feels good. I tell you, because, I got up this morning, I had my shake, sitting there and petting Binks, my wild cat, who decided to become friends with me, now is attached to the hip. And I was watching Prepper Nation. And I was like, yeah, I can relax, maybe clean around the house. I said, no, I'm going to the gym. I got to get stuff done. So time to add weight. So we'll take off 10 and we'll add 25s. So we'll go from 115 to 145. The bar is 45 pounds. At least this one is. If you remember from one of my earlier live streams, we found out the bar was only 16 pounds. And I was thinking, wow, I'm doing a lot of weight. We're not doing this for a while. And then the next week, I went and did those same weights with the right bar. Possibly Saturday if I have time. I don't know if I will. Once again, it's fall under trying to throw too many things in at the same time. But I may go out and see my buddy Vince out at Shores Fitness and do a quick workout at his gym. I may not have to. I was supposed to have lunch with my brother and his wife, so his wife probably want me to stick around and help get things prepared. We did a couple sets of squats, light weights, only 95. And at the same time, we were doing shoulder presses Did a couple sets at 95, did a set at 115. Now I got a set at 145. Shout out to Mike, let the body beat down. He put some serious weights on this. Gotta have some mad respect for that. I suppose if I want to do some heavy seated ones, I can bring a chair over here and get the back support and see if that makes any difference. Sometimes it's okay to change things up. I'm not as comfortable with those, but I do have the apparatus there, and maybe we'll play around with something here at towards the end of the workout. So, and this is usually the way I am. I'm usually pacing when I get ready to lift. The only time I sit mostly is when I'm benching, but when I start getting heavy weights, I'll start walking around the gym. And what I'm doing is I'm getting myself mentally prepared for the lift, or call it getting psyched out. So I can get my mind in the right framework, because there is a mental part to this game. You know, you got to see it here to do it here. And probably one of the reasons that my fleet has stopped on that 355 is you didn't trust the apparatus. That started getting in your head. That spells trouble. So you are absolutely correct on not doing that lift. You know, I know you have a place where I think you can lay it down there, but we don't need any more accidents. At least you weren't belted in. Don't do that anymore. So as I go up in the weights, I do reduce the reps. You know, reps really are just to pump blood into your system and everything. Do remember my one of my sponsors, Apex Nutrition, in Shorewood, Illinois. Apex Nutrition LLC. Go to their website, they will ship to you MacBean, and there's an A between an M and C. 15 will get you a 15% discount. So I think I've had enough yak time. Let's knock out 145 for a couple. All right, moving up to 145. Feel good. Let's jump over 20 pounds. Now we'll go to 165. That was almost like my, let me make sure I didn't shut off. It's almost like my second shoulder workout. At work, we got these 70-pound grates that I'll knock them out like that when no one's looking and get my shoulder workout in. I think that's a lot to do with helping me stay in really good shape this year. But you got to put the time in. And when you're motivated the least is when you need to get in the gym or get in your routine the most. So a lot of times I'm not motivated to come to the gym, I'm going to go for a 3-4 mile hike. I'm going to go out and I'm going to hammer time it. You know, we'll go do shrugs. I'm going to do plate raises. You know, I'm going to do push-ups. If I don't come to the gym, I make sure I do those. Always staying active. And then at work, I'm very active. We're using the big tooling. Like I said, this last tooling is anywhere from 40 to 70 pounds. And I'm doing that for 8 hours. So, yeah, my job also allows me to stay in shape, because before, when I supervised retail stores, I had to go to the gym because A lot of times I was sitting behind the desk doing reports, or I was talking to customers. I did try to do a lot of walking during that time, but yes, a gym was definitely necessary. Hopefully I'm still 5x5, because if somebody could let me know. I haven't seen any warnings from YouTube, but I hate to be out here talking and find out I've got a spinning circle of death. But I know a lot of you. There we go, Jacob. Hey, how do I keep the shoulders so healthy? Over. Good question. So, hang on there, Jason. I'm going to go grab here and me some light dumbbells. I'm going to demonstrate some of the small shoulder exercises I do that do exactly that. A good question. And thanks for asking it. So I got 10-pound dumbbells. And what I'm going to do is they're called field goals. You say, hey, it's a field goal. Hey, it's good. Hey, it's good. That was a Bears kicker. No good. I'm a Bears fan. And you do 4 sets of these, about 12 to 15 reps each. Now, this is one of 3 exercises I do. The other 2 actually require cables. And what these do is these strengthen the small muscles. And I'll do another set of those. And I'll demonstrate it on that one too, if people have missed the live stream. Hello from England. Hello. Condolences of losing your queen. All right. She's been around for a very long time. And hopefully King Charles III will be able to follow in her footsteps. But we have problems of our own over here. So one of those, the other one's going to be cables. So the cables where you've got the cable coming across here, and what you're going to do is you're going to keep this close, and you're going to pull out. Same thing, only light weights, 5, 10, maybe 15 pounds on the weight. And you're going to do this direction, and then you're going to turn around, and you're going to come back around this way. Just imagine the cables over there and come back in. And you can do that with both arms. You usually have to do those cables. And what that's going to do is going to keep those small muscles, keeping that rotator cuff where it belongs, and it's going to protect it. So those are exercises you want to do. They have healed me from shoulder injuries. And now I do them as a maintenance. So 2 occasions I had shoulder injury. One was when I was coaching track. And we were in the gym, and I didn't think the kids were running hard enough, so I raced them. And I won. The good news, I won. The bad news is I won. I hadn't run that fast since high school, and I was 100 pounds lighter. So to say I misjudged my stopping distance, basically I ran into the wall full sprint, and I really hurt my shoulder. And it took me almost 2 years to recover from it. Now, I was still lifting, but I was lifting lighter. And finally, I had a doctor who was at the gym, and he showed me these 3 exercises. And within 3 weeks of doing those 3 times a week, my shoulder was back to 100%. It was good for about 2 years, and then my son, sophomore year, he outthrew me. I wasn't going to let that stand, so I got him. And then we're going to state the next day, and I'm like, oh my God, what did I do to my shoulder? It took me a year to recover from that. I do these at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. I have not had a shoulder injury since then. So, and some of it's just, I warm up. So I don't come in here and throw 2 1/4 on the bench and start benching. I start with the bar, and then I go to 95. Then I go to 135. Then I go to 185. Then I go to 2 1/4. So I do a lot of warm-ups. So even here with the military press, I started with 95. I did 3 sets of 95 before I went to 115. And then from 115, I went to 145. Now I'm going to 165. Well, I'm probably good into the 200s. I just didn't jump in here and start doing 200. That's how you're going to tear a shoulder. You don't get the blood in there. You don't get the nutrients. Then I do also take this for joint support. There are 67 milligrams of collagen. There's glucosamine, tridrotin, shark cartilage, MSN, some others. There's like 7 main ingredients here that help for that. So, starting PT for total motor calf today. Yeah. So, listen to your physical therapist. All right. And they're going to be, if they're good, they're going to be asking a lot of questions about how things feel. But these and those are 3 that you do a very lightweight. You're working on the smaller muscles. You're not working on the main muscles. So hopefully, Nikki, that figure probably 6 to 8 weeks before your shoulders start feeling better. And I really, also a lot of vitamin C will help with repairing everything, and then make sure you're getting proper nutrition. All right, time to do some at 165. All right, so 165 is the ride. The next set I'm going up to. Next set is 180. And AD&D first edition. That's 18 strength. You jamming out or can you hear me? Are you jamming out or can you hear me?
I was jamming out, but I can hear you.
What, you got Velcro on that phone?
No, I just stick it on there.
It stays?
Yes.
That's cool. So I did my senior Olympics Sunday for discus.
Really? What'd you get?
I got gold.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, competition too. There was 500 throwers.
Oh my God.
And second and third place were only 5 or 6 feet behind me. So that was exciting.
So you qualified for what, nationals now?
Yep. All 3 of us do, actually. Hopefully we'll come. Or I'm gonna have to up my game for nationals. So I got until next July.
So what's the age group for that? 60
to 64 is the one I was in. There was 2 ladies there were 87 years old. So
Oh my God.
it was a pleasure seeing them. The one guy out threw me, and he was 55. I drew 122 feet 8 inches. He threw 140. He was like, I said, yeah, I would have took that one. And I can get one out there that far every now and then. But my average is always in the 120, so I was happy.
Yeah, that's good.
But it rained, the pad was wet. Yeah.
Where was it at?
Springfield.
What was that like at
Was it a high school?
high school?
Yeah, track meet. Hey, volunteers, all that stuff.
See what you just doing?
That's the first time I did it. Yeah.
It just stayed on there.
Mine be gone. So then I'm going to demonstrate on that one there so you probably get a side angle. So Jacob will demonstrate these lifts again. Let's do my longer videos. So one of the easy lifts you can do to protect your shoulders, you call field goals, do the 5, 10, 15 pound weight is all you need. This is all you're doing. You're doing sets of 12 to 15. And what it's doing is it's strengthening the small muscles that keep your rotator cuff tight. So you want to do these, you can do this during your workout. Because it's not taxing on your physically or whatever. And if it is, then lower weight. Because you're not trying to max, you're just trying to strengthen the supporting muscles. So Jacob, I wonder if that was you that asked that before. I know I had a subscriber a week or two asked about that. So, but I was really last week, I was really concentrating on my senior Olympics. I did discus and I took gold in the 60 to 64 division with a throw of 122.8 feet. I think it would be somewhere in the vicinity of 38 meters. Yeah, you can. Nikki, any weight that's comfortable for you. So 3 pounders, and if 3 pounders are not comfortable, drop down to 2s. All right, 10 pounds are light to me, but it's because I'm lifting a lot of weight. But yeah, 3 pounders are fine. 2 pounders are fine. Even the pounders, you know, you want to be able to comfortably do 12 to 15 reps. If you find that you're struggling on 8, 9, or 10, drop the weight down. You take 1,000 milligrams a day. That's a good amount. I would say somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000. What I do is I take 1,000 in the morning, and then I take 1,000 before I go to work, when I remember to do it. So I try to stay around 2,000 milligrams a day. But remember, your body does not store vitamin C. Some vitamins it stores vitamin A. That's why you don't take too much of it, because it stores in the body fat. But vitamin C passes through the system, so I take them twice a day. I take them in the morning, and I take them before I head to work. And that's usually, mid-afternoon. But 1,000 is fine. I think 167 is just your daily dosage, but you can take more. Now getting ambitious. And behind me, could be, yeah. I tend to have that effect on them. So now I have 180 on there. And for us nerds, I'm one of them. How much do I weigh right now? Right now I'm about 238, trying to put on weight. So I was down about 233 a couple weeks ago. I think if I hopped on the scales, I'd be probably around 238. I'm trying to, I'm definitely going after that 480 bench again. Yeah, absolutely. So my goal this summer or this fall is to get back to about 245 and start getting that bench past the 400 mark and go from there. But we'll see what happens. If I have to make adjustments, I have to make adjustments. Yeah. You probably recognize me, spots me from time to time too. So I'm 6'4", about 238 right now. I want to get about 245. I think that's a good weight for me. I was as much as 265 beginning of the year. And then I had all sorts of things hit. Some good, some bad. Some more bad. And that's what's taking me from that 480 bench. So I'm trying to recover from that. And I definitely see the potential of that happening. Just got to get more all around. I got to start doing some really strong pull downs again. And that's what that gym in Shore is good for. They have a really nice machine, and the owner has no problem hopping on the stack, so I can do the full stack plus him. So thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. If you hadn't hit the thumbs up, please do. It does help my ego and my algorithm and all that other good stuff. So 180. Which is first edition AD&D, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, 18 strength. And yes, you can be in your 60s and have 18 strength. Although they never believe it in the book. Yeah, here you go. 180 pounds. Strength 18, first edition AD&D. Or as I call my bird lift. So I'm gonna stop there because I was feeling a little twinge here. Nothing bad, but things you got to pay attention to. If you don't, well, then life hands you some surprises, and some of those surprises are not nice surprises. So took my arginine to get my blood flow going. I'll cook a heavy brunch. So what I'll do is I'll drop back down to 95 for a burnout. And what the burnout does is it pumps a lot of nutrients back into those muscles that you just stressed. If you drink alcohol, I lose because you dehydrate yourself. And it would depend on which type of alcohol you're drinking too. A lot of times when you drink beer, you eat a lot of food. But alcohol can be an appetite suppressant, and it dehydrates you. And I would not recommend that for a program to lose weight. All right, so getting ready to do my, I can do 60 kilos on a strict press for 5 reps, but you just did about 82. Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time though, 48 years. When I was in my top form, I actually did 275 pounds, which is probably getting close to 130 kilos, something like that. Trying to do the math real quick. So when I'm in full strength, 2 1/4, 250 can go up. I'm stopping today because I'm just feeling a little bit here, and you got to pay attention to what your body's telling you. Otherwise, you tear something, and bad things happening. But yeah, I drink beer, and the beer I drink's got calories. When I take a week off of beer, then I was actually 245 pounds when I did it. Or no, when I did yeah, I was about 245 pounds, maybe 250. What it was is, I think it was about 2 years ago. The owner, Jim Robbins, and I decided to have a competition. So every week we were trying to outdo each other, and we both got us to do more weight. So that was a good thing. So if I'm just watching you to gain strength, do I lower the weights and do more reps? When I gain strength, all right, so Nikki, a lot of things going on there. To gain strength, you want to warm with low weights, high reps. And then to get stronger, you want to do high weights with few reps. So warm up, low weights, high reps. Yep. I want to make sure I said that right. To gain strength, you're doing heavy weights, you only do them sets of 2 or 3. And then I'll gain your strength. Won't gain your size, but you got to make sure you do those warm-ups. And strength's going to have a lot of things that are involved. Genetics is one of the things. I am evidently genetically inclined to be strong. Nutrition, you got to make sure you get enough carbs and protein to build what you tore up. And then your exercise program. To gain strength, you're probably not, in the heavy sets, you're probably not doing any more reps than 5. So 3 to 5 reps on those. You put on muscle, yeah, you'll put on muscle, but if you want to look big, 5x5 is not that sort of program. To look big, you're doing medium weights and you're doing extreme reps, to burnouts. 15 to 20, 25 reps. You might even have somebody help you with the last 3 or 4 reps. And what you're doing is you're just tearing up that muscle, so it grows. And then you're eating a lot of good nutrition, and you're doing those reps to keep pumping that nutrition into your muscles. So if you want to get big, then the type of person you want to train with is a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders know how to get big. I'm a power lifter. I know how to get strong, but I have been around enough of them to know how to get bigger too. Up to 290, you're talking about on the military press. To be honest with you, when I was younger, I did 315. When I mean younger, I was 48 years old, maybe 50, I did 315. That's the most I've ever done. It might be a stress on my shoulders at this time, but I'll keep working at it. And 5, 10 pounds, every couple workouts adds up quickly. So like I said, I stopped at 180 today. The next one I'll probably go to 185, maybe 190, depending on how I feel. And I'll keep doing that now that my track season's over. I can really concentrate more on building up. And the most body weight you think you could get up to? Oh, body weight? I don't want to get past 250 again. I was up to 265, and when I was at 265, that was happening. So, I think 245, 250 is a real healthy weight. It's a weight that the missus likes to see me at. When I get down to the 230, she's not happy. She thinks I'm getting too skinny. And I can tell that I'm bulkier now than I was like 3 months ago. I started recovery. So 245, 250 is probably more of a comfortable weight. I think that's all I want to get up to. I don't want to get up any heavier than that. Because once you hit 300 happens, 310 happens, and all of a sudden you have your joints really start hurting you just because of your body weight you're carrying. Okay, Con, how you doing? Good to see you. Nap time. Have a good nap, Randy. Hope everything heals up okay. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. All right, so I'll do a little burnout here at 95. See how that goes. So I'll just do a little burnout here at 95 pounds. Pump the blood in there. There. Instead of 20, that'll give me a good pump. Because I'm feeling this little irritation there from something. By Christmas. By Christmas, I should have that weight. Because then I'm close enough to drop down to 242 for a contest without stressing my diet too much. Right now, I'm so active between being outside and work that 3,500 calories a day is just about enough to maintain. It's about it. So that's why I bought the weight gainer shakes. Now those, they're funny because they want you to use 4 scoops. Yeah, I use 1. I want to be able to drink them. I use 2. It's really thick. And 4, you now got pudding. You ain't got to shake anymore. So I just do 1 scoop. They last longer. The whole idea, I'm just trying to add calories. Oh, remember, we rack weights. So, a good session. Trying to think what I want to accomplish today when I get home. I did start winterizing the house. I went through and caulked a lot of areas up that I know wind was getting through last winter in. So I sealed those. Got one more area I think I got to hit. And then I got a storm door coming. They're supposed to be calling me. Make sure they haven't called Corey. Oh, nutrition. But the nutrition director sent some view photo. Cool. So Matt, who does Nutrition Direct, also is in MMA, and he was showing me some fight he wants us to go to as a group. And someone asked me if I wanted to do that. And I said, I don't think so. I said, even the winner, he's the guy who wins, gets the shit kicked out of him. Not my idea of a good time. So, it was a pretty good session. Knocked out a little bit of legs, major shoulders. Spent about an hour in the gym, a little more than an hour because I was warming up before I started live. The best time to do this, and I would need to do it more consistently. So figure Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'll be live streaming at 10 a.m. Central Time here at the Edge Fitness here in Streator, Illinois. If you're in Streator, Illinois, come here. There are other gyms here, but I like this one. I had the idea I can come back here and we can make our own noise. And you expect to make noise back here. Maybe we'll stick around and see how this form is. It's been pretty good. So don't forget the small exercises to help your shoulders. This is one of 3 of them. And this is to help keep the shoulders tight. So I know my arm's sore because we were moving a lot of heavy metal at work. So I think today I will have Levi taking over that part. Which is good because we both kind of change up on it and keep us both fresh. So if the storms hold off, I might go for a walk. I don't think I have time to do it. And I'll be noon by the time we get home. If I stop at the stores, I really don't need to. I wish there was a good grocery store between here and my house. I do go through a lot of Fairlife milk, and granted, I bought 3 cartons of it on one day. There was already 2 in the fridge. We're about out. So, what is this of your bicep arms? 18 inches. So, 18 inches. It's probably 18 inches too. Shoulders are huge. I have to, for my daughter's wedding, I got a sports coat because we were doing a Western theme. And had to buy a 54-inch chest just to get them over my shoulders. And it looked like a damn dress. So I went and had it tailored. So I got it from the Men's Warehouse. $100 for a sports coat. $100 to get it tailored. $200 I got something that looks really good. Put my cowboy hat on. That's what I'm wearing in my profile picture. You gotta get serious when you put the clamps on. So, yeah. So, he's got 275 on it right now. And here's what I look for. I look for form. I look forward to going down low enough. A lot of people, they put the heavy weights on, they cheat their depth. And my feeling is, then take the weight off. If you're not going to come down low enough, make sure your form is correct. You know, that's why I'll be watching those videos, and I'm not even sure if I was happy with the depth, but 95. I'm only doing sets of 5. My next workout, I'll be doing more. So, and when I review those videos, if I like my depth and I know I'm doing it right, you know, it's a challenge to get down that deep. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, everybody. We're at 6. If we get to 10, I appreciate it. I can tell I haven't done these lives for a while, so I'm losing a lot of my audience here. Or everybody could just be taking advantage of the good weather. Yeah, got to. Nice squat.
Got bugs on my form because I fucked up my knees one time.
I know. And that's why I see a lot of times with both young and old, you know, it starts overweight on and the depth starts changing.
I actually get past 15 and like curve my knees in, so I'm just kind of like trying to like.
Yeah, you don't.
Just really.
Yeah,
just
you don't want to do that.
Yeah, just like train my mind to keep.
Yeah.
Just push through my heels.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good form. Came down, rolled 90 degree, came back. I watch people when they get to 275, they're doing this.
Yeah.
Now that one gym, these 2 big rollers. Might have been twins there. God, probably 400 pounds each. He got 315 on there. He gets underneath it. Yeah, I ain't exaggerating.
Oh my.
And I started walking over there. They have a conversation with the owner's going, "Don't say anything to them. They're big paying customers." I was like, "Yeah, I can do 315 like that. I can, I can do a little curtsy to 315. I probably curtsy 405.
I can make the world look good.
Yeah. I come down to 90 degrees with that. I'm gonna keep going." They did the same thing with bench. They come to here. So I watched them on 315. The door had to pull it off them.
Yeah.
Also, I look over, he's got 365 on there. I'm trying to get the phone. Of course, it went right to the chest and stayed there. The problem was, sometimes you can get in trouble if you were watching somebody's phone and you start making bad decisions.
Yeah.
We did it with a deadlift. And Ryan, he was in college, and we were down at Gold's Gym in Bloomington.
Yeah.
And we've been deadlifting twice a week for a while. So here's this man, he's in his 40s, he's got a young wife.
Yeah.
You know, her girlfriend, whatever, she can't be, what, 23.
Oh my God.
So 2 things. First of all, he's spotting her, he's got his hands on the bar.
Yeah.
You know, he's doing pretty much.
Yeah.
So we start with, 135,
Yeah.
warm up. He's got bar next to us, he does it, we go to 2 1/4. He goes to 2 1/4. Now I'm looking at him, God, I hope it doesn't keep doing this. So 315. We go to 405. We knock it out, and he gets there, and he's like,
Just
Trying
dropped
to
it.
show them, put it down. He dropped his
Just
weight.
drop it.
I said, what are you doing? Well, I could do this before. I said, how long ago? Oh, 15 years ago. Yeah, stop doing that. He's got to tear his back up.
He's gonna pass
I got
out.
to run PT. Nikki, good luck PT. Listen to him. You also can do PT on your own. You know, ask him what are things you can do in your own time, and that's where we're gonna go there.
He's gonna pass out while he's doing
Huh?
it. He's gonna pass out while he's doing it. If he's
Well,
gonna keep going, he's gonna pass
tear,
out.
he was gonna tear something. You know, his knees were shaking and everything was shaking and we're not the damn way. He's about 5'11". How much you weigh?
Like 186 right now.
186. I got a subscriber asking. Been watching you deadlift. Or not deadlift, squat. I get it now. That's what I'll probably be doing next time, deadlifting.
I'm trying to hit this one too.
You want me to spy you?
No. Maybe. Yeah, just get behind there, cause that's too tall for me, and I don't like wearing shoes, so I can't get it up there.
Where are you trying to put it up to? You're trying to put it here.
Like some people put it up here.
Yeah.
But that's too tall for me to squat.
Yeah.
So I either put it up here or I go over there,
Yeah, probably around an angle.
but that's like about.
It's easier for me to spy you from there.
All right, I'm gonna go on.
All right. You got this.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, easy. Good. Well, that was 295. Might even get a third one. But it doesn't hurt to keep one in reserve.
I'm gonna go 315 now.
And if you're done. So when you're doing heavy lifting like that, you really need to have somebody just to be there in case you get in trouble. I got stuck on a spot one time.
What'd you do with it?
I'm looking at the guy going, yo, shoot, my God, I couldn't let go of it. I wasn't flexible enough, so I was stuck there. Finally, the guy I had a spot, he's watching me, I'm going, yeah, I'm not doing a pause. I'm down here for a reason.
One time I was on the cap machine, you know the cap machine in there, like the sitting room,
Yeah.
and I got stuck on the thing, and I couldn't lift it up. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? So I'm like, somebody come help me. But everyone's got their like music blasting, so nobody can hear me screaming. So I just drop it.
Yeah, when you drop it, they usually hear you.
Yeah, that's the loudest noise I think I've ever heard. Just throwing let down there. I'm like, what should help me there?
That's what I see is. As a homer, one of the Cardinal Fitnesses. I think if I was underage. He had his girlfriend spotted me on the bench. And I'm doing dumbbell curls, you know, and so I can see him in the mirror. I see her looking down and I see his feet in front of him. Well, he's pinned, she's looking at him. So I dropped the dumbbell and come pull it off him. Of course, it caused a conversation between the two of them. You know, like, what the hell were you just watching me for? She goes, well, you didn't tell me what I was supposed to do. What we have is a lack of communication.
I didn't.
Yeah, so knowledge that she didn't have.
But you got to teach me how to bench. I haven't benched in a while. The last time I benched, I know I can get 225, but I don't know about that. Above it.
If you haven't benched in a while, you want to start with like 135.
I used to have a curve in my back, and but that killed my back too much. So I stopped it, and my shoulder and like my elbow was like hurting. So I just like
I
just dropped it.
forget the curve. All the curves do is cheating your range of motion. And I did it with the football coaches over there at Marquette. They had them mentioned to the pad, and I go, Coach, what are you doing? How does it say for us? I said, make that can out of here. I said, let's take some weight off. And then, I worked out with them and ended up, doing 405 all the way down there. And they're like, I said, do you want him to hit the guy like that? Do you want him to hit him like that? And I had one to this demonstration and almost bounced him off the wall with short range.
All right,
Short range, short muscle.
all right, I'm gonna go for it.
All right. 315.
Only one.
Yeah, you got this.
One, two, three.
Easy. Easy.
And how many pounds more you think I got?
You had one more easy.
I think I have like 10 more pounds.
So here's where you have to make the decision, not somebody outside, because I'm not feeling what you're feeling. If I did that and I felt it was really still good, then I would throw more weight on it. If I felt any sort of twinges, then I would say, okay, I'm stopping here. So the last time we did this, how heavy did you go?
Maybe like 325.
Oh, so you did go heavy.
Yeah.
So if you feel up to it, throw a little bit more weight on it.
But I had knee sleeves, so that's the only thing.
Okay. So how do you feel?
I mean, my knees feel good. And that moved pretty well.
Okay.
But at the bottom, I got a little stuff, but
Okay.
I pushed through it.
Then I would save it for next week.
Sounds good.
Better safe than sorry. I hate to sit there and go, yeah, go for it, and all of a sudden you hear a snap.
I know that's no problem. I'm bringing my knee sleeves.
Especially because he knows who I am.
I'm bringing my knee sleeves next time. That's when I get 405. That's how I want to get.
Take your time. All right, I think it's time for me to go home and get some things done. So everybody, thanks for the thumbs up. Got 8 of them. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining me here on the workout. Next one will be Friday. I think tomorrow I will do some walking and some hiking. If we don't get the big rain, I may actually take a jaunt into the woods, see if I can sneak up on a deer again. All right, so everybody have a wonderful day. 500 on a squat. Be careful with those. Remember, do it slow and steady and protect your joints. Jacob, Okie Khan, Nikki, everybody else, thanks for joining in. Michael, I'm sure you'll view this later. Thank you. No, we don't have bears out here. He's from England, so he doesn't know.
Oh.
We do have bears out west and up north. But when I'm out, I have something else besides bear spray. I have.
You like deer, that's about it.
I have. Yeah, I stuck up on a deer 2 weeks ago. I went in the woods. I was in about 20 foot up a hill. Before I realized that was there. And it's on a video. Really? It's on my MacBean farm's trucking. Got them out. They're on video. There's like 2 more in the background I could hear where I couldn't see. But bears. When I'm out in the woods, I have something that works better than bear spray. That I've never had to use. Do I go hunting? I do. It's been a while, but usually I deer hunt with bow, and I pheasant hunt with a shotgun. Those are the 2 that I like eating. I don't duck hunt because I don't like duck because I can't cook duck. I'm sure it's
I
good.
forgot about ducks.
I just can't cook it.
I forgot about ducks. I forgot we had ducks out there.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of ducks, a lot of geese. More geese than anything. I go goose hunt, just go to your golf course. But pheasant and a deer is what I hunt. When I hunt. And I'll probably do some bow hunting this year. No moose here. You gotta go Alaska for moose. Yeah, I think you gotta be in Alaska for moose in Upper Canada. I don't think there's any moose in the lower 48. I could be wrong, but I think Alaska's where you got to go for there. Oh no, Minnesota. Right there at the borderline lakes, we almost canoed over the top of one when I was in Scouts. So probably Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and northern Minnesota, maybe North Dakota. You'll have moose. Moose like a lot of water, and you got a lot of water in those areas. Mountain lions occasionally. I see go across the road.
See you later.
See you later, man. I see one go across the highway. The wife, when we were on the way to Missouri, my father-in-law asked me to stop and track it, and I said, I don't think so. I'll leave the kitty alone. I've seen tracks, maybe on 3 occasions in my 6 decades around here. You got panthers down in Florida. You got some mountain lions, probably in the northern states and the western states, especially when you get up to Montana. Your Dakotas, your Wyoming, Idaho, Washington. But bobcats and lynx are about the biggest you see around here. They can, especially if you mess with their cubs, but they can also attack you even without that. But I have something for them too when I go out in the woods. But the chances of me of running into a mountain lion is about the same chances of me of winning the lotto. So mostly pheasant, ducks, geese, deer, lots of deer, raccoons, possums, skunks, weasels, minks, freshwater otters, beavers, muskrats. And then in the way of snakes, we do have a rattlesnake around here, but they're very rare. And Northern California, yeah. Oh, yeah, coyotes. We got a lot of coyotes. Wild boar. Oh, okay. That's interesting. No wild boar really around here. You get down to Georgia and Florida, and that you have them. And then snakes, basically garden snakes and grass snakes and rat snakes, corn snakes. Then I had that fox snake that I did a video of earlier this year. It was almost 5 foot long. That's like the largest snake I've seen here in Illinois. There is the occasional rattlesnake, but they're very rare here. It's kind of cool. Old copperhead. I had a copperhead curl up next to me when I was fishing on the Amazon River, and then when it got warm, it took off. So it didn't bother me. I didn't bother it. Used to catch a lot of copperheads and rattlesnakes down in Fort Stewart, Georgia. But yeah, no mountain lions. So yeah, basically in the woods, there's not much to worry about. Coyotes will kind of stay away from you, but we do have a lot of coyotes. I can have as many as 2 to 3 different packs answer me at night when I can almost call them into the house. Cat gets nervous when I do it though. So I stopped doing it because Binks doesn't like that. So once again, thank you for stopping by. It was kind of a nice part of the interesting. Some good questions, Jacob. South America, anacondas and Nile crocs in the Everglades. Well, I don't know about the anacondas. In Florida, what's happening is people are buying those Burmese pythons. They're about that long when they buy them as a pet. Well, they get much bigger. And when they get too big a deal, they just let them go. And the Burmese pythons are doing just fine. And they can get 20, 30 feet long. So, yeah. Jack Russell's killed a ton of snakes, 2 big rattlesnakes, possums too, loads of deer. Yep. My buddy, he lost one of his dogs to a copperhead, bit him and killed him. It kind of sucked. And that was in West Virginia where he lost it. He had a nice puppy. And then Casey Little Owl got bit by one in her laundry room, but she survived it. But we have a lot of deer. So once again, thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you want to see more about the stuff on the wildlife, Jacob, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I was going to call you Kay. My second channel, MacBean Farms and Prepping. I have a lot of wildlife on that. Right now, I've got the monarchs all over the place. And I got deer and vultures and things like that. Yes, we do. And I got bit by one year. I wasn't actually here. I was in Missouri, and a brown recluse bit me right here. And about 3 days later, I had to have a chunk about that big cut out of my belly. It was not fun. Black widows, wood piles, if you have wood piles, you gotta be concerned about them. I've seen a few of those. I kill them when I see them. But the brown leucos got me down in Missouri. That was no fun. I survived it, but it took over a month to heal from that cut. I stayed in the gym. Never say die, but yeah, if you do go to my MacBean's Farms and Prepping, and I deal with a lot of wildlife there. There's my second channel. Or if I do an ad, will it show? But it didn't. Well, fine. And you get to see a lot of, yeah, we are 61 years old and I'm still going strong. Just took a gold in the Senior Olympics in discus. So I qualify for nationals in Pittsburgh next year. I will start putting out a link to anybody who wants to sponsor me by small donations. I think what I'll do is I'll just do my PayPal so we don't have to share the wealth with YouTube. They take a chunk. I was actually surprised. They take a big chunk of it. Oh, I got a message in the bottle. We'll say why. Just give me the information. Let me see. Let me get over here. Home. Deals, wallet, payments process. There we go. So if you do want to sit there and sponsor me, this will be for my trip out to Pittsburgh. If I'd be anonymous, it's fine. If you do put your name on there, I will sit there and give you a shout out on my live videos. So, yeah, I'm going to start. We got a couple main sponsors that usually be good for a good portion of anything, but yeah, let's cover travel and room and board and expenses and that, because I think I'll be out there for a couple days. Deadlifts. Most I've deadlifted was 495. Usually I deadlift in the 405s, 425s. And I'm going to start working on those again too. So Friday's video might be on deadlifts. And probably only go up to about 315. Just like I do with the shoulders, only went up to 180. I am good for more, but you know, you got to listen. I was feeling a little twinge here probably from work. And each exercise will be adding like 5 pounds every time I do that. So hopefully by the end of the winter, I'll probably be deadlifting, 405 or more, benching 405 or more, and squatting. I want to get up about 2 1/4. I don't like to squat heavy. I like to protect my knees and hips. I want to be able to run, skip, and jump. Oh well, thank you for your service, Army myself, 101st Airborne, because even Marines have to have heroes. Can't help it. I got to tease you a little bit, but thank you for your service. And if you're subscribed, thank you. If not, please do. And like I said, Jacob and that, you guys with the wildlife stuff and that, subscribe to my second channel, and I do a lot more of that on there. I will probably take a jaunt out in the woods tomorrow if we don't get a lot of rain. And kind of go from there. That's not what I wanted. Ta-da-da. So checking here. Wendy Thomas sent me a message request. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. It's really funny when you get all these requests on my Instagram, and they all kind of follow the same format. So let's see. Wendy Thomas. She has 33 followers, 15 posts. Hi, John. View profile. Let's see what the profile's like. Throw up your airborne flag too. You got that. Yep. I gotta get a Scots flag. Right now I got the American flag and I got the Don't Tread on Me flag. But certified analyst, finance and crypto. So trying to sell me something. It always cracks me up. Always trying to sell you something. All right. I got the rest of my day going. I'm starting to cool down from all the exercise. Time to eat. Kamakata K. Until Kai Ora K Ora. Thanks for joining in. And yeah, they always are. Or they got the ones, oh, you're so handsome. Oh, wow. Out of 3.5 billion males, you thought I was handsome. Yeah, married, got to go. See you later. Bye. It's all in good fun. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Friday will be the next live stream. I'll tell you what, Kai, email me at scottishfitness.com and, not Scottish Fitness, sorry, gmail.com. Let's try that again. Fitness@gmail.com, and we'll swap addresses. You send me a flag, I will send you this MacBean Scottish Fitness shirt. Just let me know what size. So be a good fair trade. How's that sound? So just shoot me an email with your mailing address and your shirt size, which I will keep between you and me. That's why we're doing it through email. And I'll do likewise. And hoorah. We're rough, we're tough. We sleep in roads and ditches. We wipe our ass for broken glass. We're mean sons of bitches. Some of our marching songs, some other ones I can't sing, and you know what they are. All right, buddy, thank you very much. Appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping in. And next live stream for sure will be Friday at same bet time, same bet channel, 10 a.m. Central Time.